Hello, my name is Drew Thompson, and this is my How to Boat Safely demonstrative speech. I'd like to show my two audience members here. I have my mom and my sister. So my family's been boating for a long time, and it's been a big part of my life. I even fished all years of high school on our fishing team, and so yeah. The first thing I want to start talking about is the right equipment. So boating safely prevents incidents, accidents, and even death. According to the Statistica Research Department, 2,641 people were injured last year due to boating accidents. 658 people died due to boating accidents. So the items I'm about to talk about come straight from the TWRA website, and all of these items I'm about to talk about are need to have. So the first item I'm about to talk about is a life jacket. So you want to have an equal number of life jackets as people on your boat. The next thing you want to look for is it Coast Guard certified. All of my life jackets are Coast Guard certified because they are the safest and they are the best option to have. You also want to look for what size. You always want to have the right size life jacket for the right person. The next item I would like to talk about is a fire extinguisher. A fire extinguisher is easy to store and it is easy to use. It is as simple as pulling the red pin and it will immediately start working. It helps prevent fires, or it helps destroy fires, and this is a very valuable tool to have on your boat. The next item I would like to talk about is a noise maker or an air horn or something that will show people that you're in distress and that you need help. This could either be for your boat is on fire or you're sinking and you need to make noise quickly. This is what you would typically use. The next thing I want to talk about is a life preserver. Now, if there is somebody in the water who can't swim and is about to drown, you would typically throw this and help them. You also want to tie a rope to a life preserver and then tie that rope to your boat, and then that will help them pull themselves up very easily. Now, this next item is not required to have, but I always keep them on my boats. That is an oar. An oar helps when you are out of gas or your battery dies and you need to get back to shore. This is what you would use to paddle back. It is very simple to have. It is very useful to have. The next thing I want to talk about is launching a boat. So the first thing you want to do before launching a boat is to make sure that you have all of your equipment present on the boat. The next thing you want to do is to check the plug. The plug is what prevents water from coming into your boat and it's sinking. The next thing you want to look for or to test out is your electronics and your lights. These are very important to have, and you always want to make sure that they are working properly. The next thing you want to do before you put your boat in the water is to look at the ramp. Now you want to check for debris, or you want to check for where the edges are, so you don't fall, so your boat doesn't slip off the ramp, or your trailer doesn't slip off the ramp. Now to get started, you want to remove the back two straps that are located on the back of your trailer, and then you want to slowly move your boat down the ramp and put it in the water. I typically always put the hitch, that is the hitch of the truck, on the water line of the ramp. The next thing you want to do is to hop on your boat and remove the last strap that is located at the front of your boat or the front of your trailer. Then you simply tie up on a dock and you move your truck out of the way to a place that is not in the way and off the ramp. The last thing I want to talk about is water safety. These are simple laws to follow while you're on the water. The first thing you want to look for is where is the channel on the river or lake. The Coast Guard helps by placing channel markers that show where the safest route and the deepest waters are. The next thing is no wake zones. No wake zones are typically little areas that say that you cannot throw wake in this particular area. You can find these in small creeks or heavily populated creeks or at marinas. It is actually illegal to go full throttle in a no-wake zone. And you have to go idle speed, which is the minimum you can go when you are in a no-wake zone. And it is also important to remember not to be under the influences of drugs or alcohol while you are boating. In conclusion, you have to have these things if you want to boat safely: the right equipment, the knowledge how to launch a boat, and the rules of being on the water. So that is all, and that concludes my speech, and thank you.